I'm Hannah Davis.
And I'm Cindy Saracious.
And today we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of genetically modified organisms. So first, I just have a question for you guys. How many of you have consumed some type of fast food within the last year? You can raise your hands. Okay, how about the last month? And the last week? Okay, I'm guilty of it too, we all are. But if you did say yes to these questions, you have definitely consumed some type of GMO or genetically modified organism. And in fact, the most common types of GMOs in fast foods are milk, soy, corn, and sugar. So for the pictures I have up here, like if you go to Chipotle, you're going to find corn in a flour tortilla. Or you're going to find it in the corn chips as well as the corn in the burrito if you get that. And say you go out for breakfast at IHOP, you're going to find milk, and soy, and sugar, and most of the things that you do order there.
So you're probably asking yourself, what is a GMO? We're up here talking about what's in your food, and you might be like, what am I eating? Well, a GMO stands for genetically modified organism. And in a sense, this is how scientists are improving or expanding how food is produced. Genetically modified organisms go through a biotechnical procedure in which scientists in a lab go into the DNA of one organism and they take out specific DNA codes. And with this, they modify, they improve, they take away some things, and they synthesize it with another DNA of another organism. It could be a bacteria, virus, an animal, plant, any other type of organism that they think would help improve the quality of whatever they're producing. And so they combine these two DNAs together, and they put them back into the original genome of the organism that they're working with. And so in a sense, we now have a genetically modified organism that is in our food and other types of plants that we see in our environment. And so Hannah's going to talk about the first food product that was used and genetically modified by Flavor Saver in the 1990s, which was a tomato.
So yes, tomatoes were the first form of food to be genetically modified in the 1990s. And it was mostly modified for two main reasons. So the first reason was to be resistant to herbicide. So farmers were getting annoyed because all the weeds would constrict the tomatoes and they wouldn't be able to produce viable tomatoes that are able to sell and for customers to eat. So they genetically modified it with a certain gene to let it, it was able to get rid of the weeds and let the tomato be able to feed. And the second purpose was kind of the same reasons, but with insect repellent, because the insects were eating the tomatoes and they weren't able to sell them. So they made the tomatoes resistant to insect repellent and they were able to sell them. So, and this led to 45 million acres composed all around the world of different tomatoes that were genetically modified and able to sell. And they were present in the United States, Argentina, Canada, and China, so it was a pretty worldwide epidemic. So I'm going to start and talk about the 4 positives of genetically modified organisms. So the first, I'm going to hit 4 main points, and the first point is increasing in economic health. The second point is a labeling epidemic called the sticker shock, which was letting people to make healthier choices about what they eat, and this was created by genetically modified organisms. And the third point is technology. I know someone mentioned we are the generation of technology, which has also improved the research within GMOs. And the fourth point is procedural safety, and I'm basically just going to explain how they rule out what is safe and what is not safe for a GMO. So my first pro, economic health is really related to human health. If you don't have enough money to buy the foods that you need to accept all the nutrients that your body needs, then you're not going to be healthy. If you only have $3 or $4 to spend on dinner per night, you're going to go through fast food and you're going to get foods that don't, help your body regulate effectively. So, based on prices, the genetically modified foods can be cheaper by increasing the quality and the quantity of the product. So they can be modified in order to increase size as well as increasing the amount of product sold. So, for example, Dr. Ian Cooper did an experiment on Aqua Advantage, which that's what the experiment's called. It was on Atlantic salmon, and it was tested by a growth hormone gene, which growth hormone, I know there's conspiracies with athletics, but it's completely safe and completely allowed to do within foods. And she injected human growth hormone into Atlantic liver of the salmon, which was, it made it grow 4 to 6 times the size of a regular species of salmon, creating more food for people to eat and more profit within buying it, because you could buy one salmon for a whole dinner of 5 people versus a salmon for just one person. So next, I'm going to talk about sticker shock. So the mid-1990s was when GMOs were first created, and there was no really specification about like what was presented on the GMO that was being sold, and the Labeling Act was able to be produced by GMOs because people were like, oh, well, I don't really know what's in my food, I have a health condition, maybe this affects with it, or it could counteract with it. So GMOs were the reason behind putting labels on every food to show exactly what ingredient is on each food. So this allows people to make healthier choices about what they eat. So, like, I know we're all guilty, but we're in the grocery store, we check how many calories are in this, or how much sugar is in this, and say, oh, I don't want that, that's not good for me. So GMOs serve the purpose of creating that. Next, technological improvements also really benefit GMOs today, because back in the day, I mean, they might have not been deemed safe, but now they are, because we do have the technology today to prove them to be safe. Like, we're always on our phones, we use computers for research. I'm using PowerPoint to do this presentation. I mean, it's worldwide. So in China, the ring spot virus in a papaya was detected and researched. And as you can see, this papaya doesn't look very attractive. It doesn't look like you would want to eat it. And so Chinese scientists are like, wow, I wonder what's going on with that. We should research it. So they found out that there was a virus within this papaya in the RNA, and it's called ring spot virus. And it occurs when papayas decompose, and when they're not eaten, they're overly ripe. And so they wanted to find a way to get rid of it so people could have them longer in their kitchen and eat it later than they can buy them in larger quantities. So they researched this under various DNA sequences and microscopic computer scans and everything to find that it was in the RNA, and they were able to find the mutation in that RNA that causes the ring spot virus and implement a GMO to get rid of it. So that's just an example of research with technology that really improves GMOs. And lastly, I'm going to talk about the safety procedures that a GMO has to go through in order to be deemed safe and ready for human consumption. So first, scientists do what is called a decision tree, and it links the gene that they want to implement into the food to different allergenic exposure to humans. So there's 4 steps in this decision tree, and the first step, you have to make sure it's not a common allergen. So I know scientists keep a list of exact allergens that do not react well with humans that are very common across the world, so that if it's one of those and they cannot use it, it's just automatically thrown out. The second step is protein structure of the gene. It's closely viewed through, like I said, computer synthesis. They're going to view the protein, all the different DNA and RNA sequences that implement into that protein, and how the mutations are the way they are and why we need to change it. Like for example, like the papaya, they will look at the protein structure of that papaya and see what mutation is wrong with it through that. And then the third step, the foreign gene is distributed through computer scans. The gene that they want to implement into the GMO is tested to make sure it's completely sequenceable and able to be added to the food. And then the fourth step, if the gene is an allergen, they do find it to be an allergen within the sequence. They also take a serum from humans and put those 2 together to see how it would react. And I know that sounds crazy, but they just want to make sure like it wouldn't be used again. And if it were to react with humans, then they could tell like what exposure could happen. So basically, after they deem the gene safe, they take the exogenous gene from the animal or the plant and they transfer it into another organism.
So Anna did a great job telling you some of the pros of genetically modified organisms and our human consumption, but I'm going to talk to you about why GMOs are not safe for human consumption. And first, I'm going to talk about allergies. I'm sure many of you have a food allergy or know someone with a food allergy. And facts and statistics in 2017 told us that 15 million people were reported to have a foodborne allergy. Now this could be an allergy to milk, corn, peanuts, shellfish, all those types of major food groups. And from the 1990s, there's been a 50% increase in allergies in children. When I went to school, I had a few kids in my school that were allergic to peanuts. And as devastated as I was to not bring a peanut butter sandwich to school, I'm thinking now, why are so many students and kids, adults, have such strong food allergies? And then this got me to think, maybe this is caused by genetically modified organisms, because in the 1990s, genetically modified organisms were beginning to be in our food production. And many of our recent generation were born in the 1990s, and they have a lot of food allergies. And so this could occur with the cross-contamination of non-GMO crops and genetically modified crops. Now, this doesn't mean that both of these crops are right next to each other, and if the wind blows one way, all of the crops are contaminated. But this means that one crop that's not genetically modified can be in one area and non-genetically modified in another area, and a bug or a severe rainfall could flood the area and transfer some of the herbicide that is sprayed on the crops to prevent weeds from growing, can get the genetically modified material into a non-genetically modified crop area and potentially contaminate the area. So when you're buying crops that you know are not genetically modified, there could be a chance that there are GMOs in it and could have an allergy indicator that could cause problems in your immune system. Now I'm also going to talk about a case in 1996 with the Brazilian nut. Hybrid International, which works with soybeans for cow feed, wanted to improve their soybeans for their cows so that they grow a little faster and that they are better for production. And so they took the 2S-album protein, which is a known allergen, and they transferred it to the soybeans. And from this, they noticed that people, that when these soybeans were ingested, they're having allergic reactions to Brazilian nuts, which is kind of strange that I'm eating a soybean. Why am I having an allergic reaction to a Brazilian nut? These weren't put out for sale because they caught the incident right away, but it was a sign that genetically modified organisms were causing some sort of allergies of food products that weren't even related to what I was eating. And so this allergies are caused from a foreign particle or protein in our body and we're reacting differently to it. Genetically modified organisms are essentially a foreign protein that haven't been introduced to our bodies and been scientifically messed with, and so we're eating this type of genetically modified organism, so our body should be having these types of reactions. Next I'm going to talk about animals and feed, primarily cows. These cows, they eat maize that was genetically modified, and cows were known to graze on free ranges, eating grass and grain, but now they're eating GMO-rich maize, which is corn, and sometimes there's soybeans in it. John Robbins, he is the president of the Food Revolution Network, and he's been studying cows and the differences between grass-fed and maize-fed. And in 2016, he stated that the cows that eat this GMO-rich maize feed, they contain growth hormones to quicken the growth process. So these cows are growing faster than usual so that they are ready to be shipped off and used however they're going to be used. And this can cause problems because if they're growing faster, not everything in their body is growing at the rate it's supposed to be. So this can lead to acidosis, ulcers, liver disease, and weak newborns. And most of the time, they don't really care how the cows look. They just know that these cows are growing faster, and we can send them off to companies so they can do what they do with the cows, sell them, and then we eat it. So you might be thinking, oh, I sometimes eat beef. Could be in danger of a genetically modified cow and beef. And so, though they're not directly injected with the GMO, they're indirectly eating the maize. And it goes through their body, kind of soaking up the GMOs, and then we essentially are eating sometimes a GMO that could cause problems. And you're thinking, what problem could it be causing? Over the years, obesity rates have grown from genetically modified organisms. Chen and their fellow researchers in 2016 did a 90-day rat study with genetically modified milk and a traditional meal that they would eat to see what would happen when they're eating all of these GMOs. And And they noticed that they weren't dying or they weren't getting severely sick, but they noticed a rapid weight increase, which could raise some eyebrows like, oh, if you eat a lot of GMOs, you could gain weight faster than normal. And glyphosate is an herbicide that is sprayed on the crops to prevent weeds from growing. And it can be very dangerous when coming in contact with the body and the crops, because glyphosate is a known carcinogen. We're spraying this on our crops that are genetically modified, and this could have an impact on the body. And the chart that I have presented shows the increase from the mid-1970s to the late 2000s, and it shows liver cancer and its relation to GMOs and glyphosate and the increase of the use of GMO crops. And you notice that liver cancer increases along with the use of glyphosate and genetically modified corn. So you might be thinking, oh, this sounds bad, that liver cancer is increasing too, but this is just one study, but it's a study that should be closely considered when thinking about when you eat corn. And South Africa, they now rely solely on genetically modified organisms to produce food to eat, and they have had a severe weight increase since they began using it. And lastly, I'm going to talk about Monsanto and the big businesses versus farmers. Monsanto is kind of in charge of genetically modified organisms. They distribute the GMO seeds and other types of ways that the GMOs are combined. And they work with the biotechnology, and they sell this to the farmers in a specific size and packaging, and they must use all of whatever is in the package that they are given in their crops. And they also created the herbicide Roundup that is being used on corn, soy, alfalfa, and cotton, according to Ostrander in 2014. And that's a lot of, corn and soy, we eat that, and alfalfa, we eat that too. And cotton, you might be thinking, oh, that's just clothes that I'm wearing. We use cottonseed oil, which is one of the worst oils to put in your body, and if it's genetically modified, it does some damage to your body. And before the Labeling Act, like Hannah mentioned earlier, companies or farmers were not really required to put if their crops are genetically modified or not. And so if you're going to the grocery store, you may not be knowing what you're putting into your body, which can be very dangerous. And the farmers are then given a catalog of the specific seeds that they are supposed to grow if they agree to use genetically modified organism crops to grow and sell. And so to conclude, Hannah and I both shared with you some pros and cons of genetically modified organisms and their consumption. And so we want to ask you, do you think that GMOs are safe for your own consumption? Thank you.
Does anyone have any questions?